Continue from port. And this brings me back to Port Prosper. Current condition, wary 92%. Is that something that I'm just gaining? That's an orange bar. The orange bar indicates a recent gain. No, it went away. There we go. I was wondering whether it would. Well, here we are back at Queen's Cross Station. I thought you might reconsider. How can one spend any time in the Reach and not see the need for proper order? Okay, now I've apparently accepted his offer to hunt taxi locomotives, but I didn't feel as though I had. Maybe I wasn't paying attention to what I was clicking on there. Queen's Cross Station only gives me those options. And things are as they were here. Well, if those marauders were run by the Tackities, then I don't really see that being too difficult. Alright, let's stay within the limits of the Reach this time. Fulbright Factory. Kinda crashed there, but apparently it didn't count. I wonder if I would actually see the same wilderness signs if I traveled to the southeast, without going out of the bounds of the Reach first. Because there was this eerie kind of plant type thing, and what they called the Fallen Saint. See if I can find it again. Some signs of wreckage. So possibly you just get lost if you wander beyond the bounds of a realm proper. However, it didn't look like I actually lost my map data until I came back and passed over that area with the creepy leaves. So here's a tremendous fog. Oh, there's that beautiful nebula again. That could be a sign that I'm getting lost. Fog of the Reach is safer than the nebula of open space. But it seems to be fading. Is that weather, or is that me getting lost? I'm now quite concerned about this. I should still be within the bounds of the Reach. I'm pretty sure I saw this nebulous sky earlier when it was in the night part of whatever cycles dominate here. Whoa! Debris. Yeah, this seems like the same debris that I navigated through before. Alright. I'm not sure it's in the same place, but it seems like the same debris. Promising. I haven't lost all sense of being attached to the world with its sky marks. Not yet, not this time. There's a vague shape here. More debris. Stony field. course, one of the things that I always loved about Sunless Sea is the extent to which I can just wander and explore. I certainly hope that'll be more functional in the finished version of Sunless Skies. Although, as stated, I really didn't expect the early access to be fully functional. I know better than that. Coming startlingly close to the edge there, let's not cross over it. I think that may have had something to do with that situation that I found myself in earlier. It also seems like... Huh? 0% remaining in current crate. That's not right. That's certainly not what that bar is telling me. My supplies have ceased diminishing. Perhaps if I send out the bat. Nope, the bat now works, but possibly because of encountering that bizarre glitch, which caused me to cease having access to my buttons. Upon my supplies running out, my supplies also stopped running out because there were no more of them. However, having loaded the game, in which I do have supplies, they're still not running out. Alright, let's use what we've learned about layering. Those won't be the layer that I can run into. These will be. Gambler's Grove. I thought I already found Gambler's Grove. Over there. There are 2 copies of Gambler's Grove in this generated version of the Reach. Okay. 960 experience out of 2,000 for the next advancement, presumably. Passed through that rock field before. Navigation buoys. Quite close together as well. Alright, they seem to circle something, which suggests that that something would be over in this direction. I do want to investigate that question mark, so let's go see. When I climb to the next stage of terror again, is that going to give me that... Silence is eerie. A stoker tries to sing to lighten the mood. A bump in the night. Yep, there's that corpse thing again. Let's try this again. Half success. You are not alone. His comrade hushes him. Current condition is nervous. Corillon, the Visitor's Emporium, and the Bursary of Souls. Very interested. Corillon offers for purchase immaculate souls willingly divested by refined patience. The Bursary is also happy to receive lesser souls into its care. A judgment's eye. Or a jumble of undistinguished souls. Ha. Interesting. The Visitor's Emporium. Fuel and supplies at their standard rates. And I could sell a pane of stained glass if I had one, but I haven't. The Emporium offers visitors all that they might need to leave Corillon, as well as a few winning examples from their stained glass collection. No, they're not offering those, they're asking for them. Let us buy some fuel. Done. Now I have 5 barrels of fuel spare. And I can't sell fuel regardless. Corillon Center. This peaceful Carmine institution was founded by devils from London, not surprising, and dedicated to the betterment of the soul. Of course. Bothridge's A Tour of Heaven describes it as a cross between a spa, a sanatorium, and a purgatory. She commends its bracing airs. Attending devils and devilesses dressed in uniform, and an incoming parade of the sick, the friendless, the dying, and those who think their lives would be better if only they were something else. This is Corillon, where souls are refined into something more impressive. Write a port report for sure. Use some notes on a pilgrim's journey through Corillon. The first port of call is the beehive-shaped office in the center, or more accurately, the long queue leading into it. From there, the infernal attendants direct them to one of Corillon's several gardens to undergo penances. They certainly look penitent by the time they emerge. Presumably their souls are much improved, not that you can tell. Let's go speak to the presiding deviless, why not? The presiding deviless works in an office shaped like a beehive, a stone and wickerwork building that stands all alone in the middle of Corillon's central courtyard. She conducts intake interviews with new patients, one by one. After a long time in line, you reach her at last. Greetings, you. How may we stretch, strain, purify, and strengthen you, now you've come to Corillon? Her apron is starched, her dress pinstriped. There is a stack of patient files on her desk, color-coded. The corners of her mouth say she knows something to your disadvantage. Provide exquisite insight. Such a dedicated user of Corillon, can you help her devise some new horrors for the minds of the unworthy? Interesting. Purchase an indulgence with a jumble of indistinguished souls. I see. She must be used to explaining, to newcomers and to those whose memories are attenuated by pain. 7 gardens for 7 sins. We do whatever is necessary to reclaim unsatisfactory souls, she says. She sits back in her chair and you can imagine her making just such a pitch to the princes of hell. For humans, primarily, though we do attend to a few other creatures elsewhere on the Great Chain, they come to us with souls that are stained, disused, in every kind of sordid condition, and we make them acceptable again. Most of those who come to us are volunteers. The rest are beyond the position of being able to volunteer, consigned to Corillon by their families or employers. And after a stay at Corillon, what then? One should not enter if one does not know how to leave. Now this is the same information, isn't it? Yes. Most people go home again, she says. Some find that they are weary of their souls and pass them on to us. We operate on that slender profit, and on what we can get from donations or from sales of penance and forgiveness. She looks at the blank page before her. But what about you? You look sturdy enough to make full use of our services. Are you afraid of needles? What is your view of worms? Which do you fear more, venoms or poisons? She takes down a page or two on your least favorite things. All right. Listen to a proposal. Listen, she says. You are free to make use of Corillon. Take a penance or two. Alter your soul. I think you'll find our services very imaginative. But there is another matter I hope you will look into. A devil in rose-colored gloves. He used to supervise the Gaslight Terrace. He was removed from that position, but I fear he may still not be entirely aligned with the objectives of Corillon. If you find out anything about him, anything to his disadvantage, she looks grim. Bring me the evidence, and I will reward you. Interesting. Return to the center of Corillon. Come back if you have any other questions, says the deviless. She has already opened the next file on her desk.